guys, how's it going? Cliffhanger here. Thank you so much for watching. In today's episode of Riff with Cliff, we're going to be taking a look at this awesome 4001 1976 vintage Rickenbacker that I sold to my brother, who is actually a drummer, but he's been looking for one of these for a long time. Before we get into that, I just want to let you know that today's video is sponsored by me, for bringing you badass stuff that I find out in the wild. So if you like this kind of content, be sure to like and subscribe, because this one really is badass, and I've been excited to do a quick little video on this bass right here. So this bass guitar recently was traded into Replay Guitar Exchange, and immediately I was like, whoa, that's really cool. And I called up my brother, who also works for Replay. He does all of the online stuff, the picture taking and stuff. And I said, hey dude, I have a Rickenbacker that you would be interested in. It's a vintage piece, and he's been wanting a vintage Rickenbacker for a long time. Actually, there was a really cool one that he wanted really bad, which was one that we sold to Dave Ellefson from Megadeth, and it was a blue Rickenbacker. I don't know what they called it. It was like a cobalt blue. I don't know what they called the finish, but it was really awesome. And Dave Ellefson actually came and he took a look at it, and he ended up buying that Rickenbacker, and my brother was like, oh, dude, I wanted that so bad. And that was years ago. Ever since then, he's been looking, and when this one came in, I called him up and I was like, dude, you gotta get this thing. And I ended up selling it to him. And it is awesome. And it is beat too. I mean, this thing is worn, but to me, that is just character. Take a look at the back of the neck here. You can see that it's totally worn and jacked up, as if it had been like really played, or maybe even the original owner just kind of set it up against the wall and just let it kind of slide around and stuff. And I can literally feel it. Like if I run my fingernails across here, I can feel it. But that's just cool to me. It doesn't bother me at all, and it certainly doesn't bother him. You can see some of the wear here too, and oxidation within the metal on the pickguard, or on the pickup ring. I guess it's like a metal pickup ring that has worn here, and some pitting on, you can see my fan going in the background there. You can see some pitting on the bridge here. Nothing that I would be concerned with, because to me that's character, and that is just so cool. I was concerned at first that maybe the bass had been refinished, or the finish had been taken off completely, and then they were like, okay, we're not going to repaint it or anything. But now that I'm playing it and looking at it for a little bit, I've also gone over it with some of the guys. I don't think that it actually was refinished. It's just old and worn. And it is like a maple glow. Like if you look at the modern maple glows, the maple seems to be a brighter color. Like this is just worn over time, giving it that darker feel, that darker look. Look, there's everywhere you look on this thing, there's wear. And to me, all of that leads up to an epic story and an epic feel of the guitar. Now it's just a cool piece for him to have, and a lifetime guitar for him, and certainly a piece that I think that he should continue to play, and will hopefully go in some of our band's records, which are Quasi-Mojo, which is a shameless plug for our band. You should check us out. Quasi-Mojo, 3-piece rock band. Spike's actually the drummer. It's cool to be able to play bass quickly on that too. So let me just play this thing real quick, because I want you to hear this pickup actually breaks up. It's so bright. You got to remember, everything was done by hand. This is from 1976, and this pickup is almost brittle and bright. Listen. It's got this brightness to it, this breakup to it, that he was a little bit concerned about, but I didn't want him to be concerned about it, because I think it's just the nature of this guitar. It's just how it is. But if we switch to the other pickup, you'll hear this big, huge warmth. Like that pickup that we just listened to is a little bit mid-rangey and bright, but listen to this pickup. Totally got upright bass vibes, which is really cool. No high end at all. Just totally warm. Epic. Epic. Last year, I bought a Rickenbacker for my best friend, which is Skylar, who's the singer and bass player of Quasimojo. And then this year, I ended up selling a vintage Rickenbacker to my brother, the drummer of Quasimojo. Now I'm jamming on all these Rickenbackers, and I'm like, damn it, I'm gonna have to get one of these too. They're just so cool, so rock and roll. I'm also currently reading Geddy Lee's autobiography, which makes me want a Rickenbacker anymore. I'm like totally obsessed. Another really cool thing about these is take a look at the inlays here. You can see how they're kind of like worn in, these pieces of maple that have just worn down from so many years of play. It's really cool. Big fan of that. And again, that was done by hand as well. That's why maybe some of these are kind of curved. They're not 100% straight. Also, real quick, let me show you guys this case. It's the original case, I believe. Whoa, look at that. The interior is blue. And the guy even had some of his old strings in here. So the serial number on these guitars are actually on the output jack plate. And when I did just a quick serial number search, this one equated to in 1976. I don't think I ever looked in here. I don't know what's going to be in here. There better not be like a severed finger. Oh, look. Some old headphones. That's what headphones used to look like, kids. Oh, look at this. I don't even know what this thing is. I'm going to play this real quick with the context of some drums here, just something that I'm making up on the spot. Keep in mind that I am a guitar player. I'm not a bass player. I'm not very good at bass. But I just wanted to show off such a unique, cool find because that's what my YouTube channel is all about. Be sure to like and sub. And if you want to see the bass that I bought for Skylar, be sure and check out this video up in the top here. But let's plug this thing in with some drums and hear how it sounds. Thanks. Alright, now here's my attempt to do it with my fingertips, and I am not a bass player. I'm a guitar player. I use a pick. I use a plectrum, but I'm going to try my best. Yeah, I couldn't do it really well with my fingers, but still, you can hear how much warmer it is. Now, of course, being a Rickenbacker, or this particular Rickenbacker, is nice and bright, and that pickup has this weird breakup to it. I just wanted to show you what that sounds like in the context of some bass and drums, something that I made up real quick on the spot. Alright guys, well tell me what you think about this bass guitar. Let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of stuff. And by the way, I have some other interesting videos that you should check out. Again, here's this video on this bass guitar that I bought for Skylar for a wedding gift. And here is a video on a guitar lesson if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Cliffhanger, and I'll see you guys the next time that I see you. Thanks for watching Riff with Cliff. Peace.